how do you get people to be experiment ready when they're thinking about status quo and risk and failure?
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the biggest challenges, this fear of failure, right? That is such a pervasive problem with innovation. So I think you need to reframe it. I think you need to reframe it in terms of learning. And let me give a specific example. One of my clients is a mobile-only bank. They're called Vero Money. And the entire ecosystem is without people. Their target market is young people that have jobs, but they're young, so they don't have a lot of wealth yet. So they're income secure, but cash flow unprepared. And so that's also the age where their car breaks down, they've got a wedding to go to, they've got a lot of unexpected expenses, and it sends them into a crisis. So Vero Money's job is to sort of help them through that. And the whole thing has no branches, no people. It's all mediated by a chatbot named Val, right? That's the concept. And so the question came up, well, what sort of personality should Val have? And very quickly, we developed two opposing camps. First camp said, oh, Val should be like Venmo. It should be like, hey, dude, tough weekend, huh? Don't worry, got your back emoji, right? Should it be like that? Or should it be Mr. Robertson, based on our AI analysis of your cash inflows and outflows? Here's the following thing we should recommend. Now, in a normal company where there's a lot of certainty about what you're doing, it very quickly devolves into this huge argument about who's right. And everybody defends their position and they get to be, well, in this day and age, there's absolutely no reason you shouldn't test that, right? So I think we spent $500. We did a test. We had some summer interns. One pretended to be Mr. Robertson. One pretended to be Hey Dude. And we got a bunch of our target audience in the room, fed them some pizzas and had them play with it, right? And it turns out they hated the Hey Dude guy. They just absolutely hated him. It turns out when it's your money, like when it's Venmo and you're paying for beer with your buds, okay, emojis are fine. When it's serious and it's your money and it's your savings, no, I want a grown-up to deal with. Now, the reason I raised that example is, was it worth $500 for us to learn that the Hey Dude people were wrong? Of course. Right. But it wasn't a failure. It was an investment in learning a very specifically defined outcome to answer a very specifically laid out uncertainty. And I think that's the difference that you need to start convincing people about, because what terrifies people about innovation is they might be wrong. Guess what? If you knew you were going to be right, it wouldn't be innovation. So you're kind of looking at a null set there. And so I think we have to really help people get past that.